Good day, students. Today we are going to take up depreciation as per income tax. Okay, important topic. Depreciation. Okay, you know very well what is depreciation. In general, see, depreciation calculation as per accounts is different from income tax. In accounts, very simple. Date of purchase till the accounting year end. For example, our year is April to March. If you purchase the asset 1st July, then depreciation should be calculated 9 months. How, sir? July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. Suppose if you purchase October, 6 months. If you purchase January, 3 months. That is accounts. In income tax, it is not so. Totally different in income tax. Okay, so we'll discuss one by one. First, depreciation condition. Condition for claiming depreciation. Very important. Should be the owner of the asset. Should be the owner of the asset. Either jointly or fractional ownership also allowed. Fractional ownership or joint ownership also taken into account. You should be a owner of the asset. Number 2, the asset must be put to use in business. Repeat, the asset must be put to use in business. Very important. Not active use, even passive use. What is the meaning? Not active use, but passive use. Best example, I will give 2 examples. Generator. See, genset. During the year, okay, either see if power is not at all shut down. Okay, throughout the entire 365 days you have the power. So thereby genset is not required. But even though it is not required, still you can claim depreciation. Why? Because it is not active use, it is passive use. If any asset ready for use, that also you can claim depreciation. And another example, fire extinguisher. Do you know fire extinguisher? It is red color. You have seen in your college, schools, cinema theatre, etc. mall. That fire extinguisher, if anything happen, then you can use. Even petrol bunk. Check it out, in petrol bunk, there is a fire extinguisher there. If anything fire accident, they'll use. Suppose if it is not happened throughout the year, what happened? Still you can claim depreciation on fire extinguisher. Thereby, it is not active use, even passive use also allowed. The asset should fall within eligible classification of assets. The asset should fall within eligible classification of assets. We will discuss later here. Block of assets. See, what is block of assets? Important. A block of assets means a group of assets falling within a class of assets. Within a class of assets comprising tangible assets. There are 2, tangible, intangible. Tangible assets being building, machinery, plant or furniture. Repeat, building, okay, machinery, plant or furniture. What about intangible? Technical know-how, patents, copyrights, trademarks, franchises, etc. So being know-how, patents, copyrights, trademarks, franchises, etc. So these are the intangible assets. Okay, note, very important note. An assessee may have 9 different block of assets. Assessee, if you take any assessee, say 2 years back it is 13 block of assets. Now they reduced to 9 block of assets. Okay, so comprising of number 1, building. Building, 3 rate of depreciation, 5%, 10%, 40%. Building 3%, for 10%, 40%. Furniture 10%. Plant and machinery 4 block, 15, 20, 30, 40. And finally intangible assets 1 block, 25%. All together 9 blocks. Repeat, building 3, furniture 1, 4, and plant and machinery 4, 8, and intangible assets 1. Total 9 block of assets. Very important. 9 block of assets. So based on this, we will see the problem. Okay. before going to the problem, how to compute depreciation, how to calculate depreciation, how to computation of depreciation, how to calculate depreciation. Very simple. WDV as on 1/4/2019. WDV as on 1/4/2019. Return down value. What is WDV? Return down value. Add additions. What is additions? Additions nothing but purchase. Okay. Then less amount realized through sale, etc., etc. So opening balance, purchase at, sale less. This is closing. From this figure, you have to calculate depreciation. Okay. Before that, I will explain a very important point. See, as far as depreciation is concerned, if you put to use assets, listen carefully. If you purchase and put to use, very important. Here purchase, not only purchase, put to use also very important. Purchase and put to use more than 180 days. Repeat, more than 180 days. Then you can claim full depreciation. I didn't get you, sir. For example, depreciation rate is 10%. Depreciation rate is 10%. If you purchase 10 lakhs worth of plant and machinery, say 15%. Plant and machinery say 15%. In general, plant and machinery 15%. If you purchase 10 lakhs worth of machinery, if you put to use more than 180 days, then you can claim 10 lakhs into 15%, 1,50,000 is as depreciation. 1,50,000 is as depreciation. Suppose if the asset purchase but put to use less than 180 days, less than 180 days. For example, they purchase November. They purchase November, December, January, February, March, 5 months. So 5 into 30, for example, 150, which is nothing but less than 180 days. Then you can claim only half of depreciation, half of full value of depreciation. It means 50% of depreciation you can claim. I didn't get you, sir. Very simple. For example, 10 lakhs into 15%, 1,50,000. Put 50%, 75,000. You can claim depreciation current year 75,000. Why? Because you put to use less than 180 days. If you put to use less than 180 days, so very important. Purchase if it is given, then see the date. Date of purchase and put to use is very important. See, date of purchase is irrelevant. Date of purchase irrelevant. Put to use very important. See, if purchase say more than 180 days, but put to use less than 180 days, you have to take into account put to use, not from the date of purchase. You can catch my point. So, if it is put to use less than 180 days, then you can claim half of the depreciation. Okay. So, for this, I will explain with a small example. Listen. Block of assets consists of say 10%. 10% rate of depreciation. Example. Opening WDV 10 lakhs. Opening WDV 10 lakhs. Purchase 10 lakhs. Total comes to 20 lakhs. See, opening 3 assets. 3 assets. Okay, asset A, B, C. Asset A, B, C. Purchase D and E. Purchase D and E. So total 20 lakhs for 5 assets. Total 20 lakhs for 5 assets. Listen carefully. Sale. I am going to sell. Listen carefully. I am going to sell ABC. I am going to sell ABC. Okay. For example, say 15 lakhs. ABC at rupees 15 lakhs. Listen carefully. Opening 10 lakhs ABC. During the year I am purchasing D and E 10 lakhs. Total comes to 20 lakhs. You are going to sell the assets ABC. All the 3 assets, all the 3 machinery or building you have sold out 15 lakhs. So balance 5 lakhs. Balance 5 lakhs. So depreciation at the rate of 10%. Put 10% of 5 lakhs. 50,000. Balance 4,50,000. Balance 4,50,000. Any doubt? Any doubt? Suppose, sir, you have not mentioned the date, sir. Suppose assumption is more than 180 days. See, if nothing mentioned, just give your assumption. Safer say. Date of purchase not given. Date of purchase is not mentioned. Put to use not mentioned. It's better to say, our say, more than 180 days. If it is more than 180 days, suppose if it is purchased, say December, be careful. These three assets gone. This balance 5 lakhs belongs to DNE. This 5 lakhs belongs to DNE. So what happens, sir? We purchased 10 lakhs. Now it is 5 lakhs. See, you not book profit or loss in income tax. So this is the value of how to calculate. Say for suppose this is 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. ABC, all the three assets you are going to sell at 2 lakhs, for example. Then it is 18 lakhs. So DEE 18 lakhs. So you have to calculate depreciation 10% and 18 lakhs, 1 lakh 80,000. You can understand. So 15 lakhs. Suppose if it is less than 180 days, then 5 lakhs into 10%, 50,000 into 50%, 25,000. So 5 lakhs minus 25,000, 4 lakhs 75,000. 4 lakh 75,000. Any doubt? Suppose another example. I will put another example. These three ABC assets sold at 25 lakhs. Nothing but what about the 20 lakhs? This 5 lakhs is nothing but short-term capital gain. This 5 lakhs nothing but short-term capital gain. Thereby you cannot claim depreciation. You catch my point? See, condition for claiming depreciation, there should be a block. There should be a existing block should be exist. Here there is no exist. There should be an asset. Okay, block should be not equal to 0. But here 5 lakhs is the three assets sold more than 20 lakhs. It means 5 lakhs is short-term capital gain. Suppose all the five assets sold at 15 lakhs. All the 5 assets sold at 15 lakhs. This is short-term capital loss. Okay? Any doubt? No doubt. So next we are going to see a small problem. The following are the assets owned by X as on 1/4/2019. Building A, rate of depreciation, building A, B, C, D. Building A 10%, building B 10%, building C 5%, building D 40%. Plant and machinery A, B, C, D. A 15, B 15, C 40, D 15. Car X, car 15%, furniture 10%, patents and goodwill 25 and 25. How many block in this case? See, in RCC we have 9 different blocks. Okay, maximum 9. Okay, how many different block in this case? Listen carefully. See, 10%, furniture also 10%. So don't confuse. See, building A, B consists of 10 is nothing but one block. Building C 5%, building D 40. So out of total 3, this is one block, this is second, this is third block. Okay, don't compare 10% along with furniture. Furniture is different block. Listen, furniture is different. In building, okay, 10% 2, it consists of 1, 5% 40, so total 3. What about for plant and machinery? Plant and machinery 15, 40, 15. See, this is also classified as plant and machinery. Listen, building, furniture, other than these two, everything come under plant and machinery. AC, plant and machinery. Fan, plant and machinery. What about furniture? This is furniture. Okay. What about building and furniture? Other building and other than building and furniture, everything come under furniture. Okay, what do you call plant and machinery? Car, plant and machinery. Bike, plant and machinery. So that way, car also plant and machinery 15%. So 15, 15, 15, 15. All these three 15s are considered as 1 and this 1. So total 2 blocks. For plant and machinery, this is 3 block, this is 2. What about furniture? 1 block. Patents, goodwill, this entire general 1 block. Total 3 plus 2 5 plus 6 1, total 7 block. Check it out, total 7 block. Okay, that's my point. See, total 9 different blocks. Whether furniture 3 blocks cover. Okay, plant and machinery 2, that is 15% and 40%. This is not given. What about individual covered? Black covered. So total 7 block of assets. Any doubt? Nobody know? Next, we are going to take up additional depreciation. See, apart from regular depreciation, okay, the government, central government, okay, allow additional depreciation under section 32(1)(2)(a). Under section 32(1)(2)(a), okay, for claiming additional depreciation, certain conditions there. Okay, it is not applicable for all. It is applicable only for manufacturing sector and power sector. Example conditions: it should be a manufacturing unit. It should be a manufacturing unit, or an assessee engaged in the business of generation or transmission or distribution of power. In these two cases, very important. So, if you have manufacturing unit or you have power sector, either generation or transmission or distribution, anyone, okay, you are allowed apart from regular depreciation. Repeat, apart from regular depreciation, you can claim additional depreciation 20%. For example, plant and machinery, there are 4 blocks of assets: 15, 20, 30, 40. Say 20% block. For example, if you purchase some machinery during the year 10 lakhs, okay, more than 180 days, how much you are going to claim? 10 lakhs into 20%, 2 lakhs. But the same 10 lakhs purchased by, say, either manufacturing sector unit or power sector unit, then they can claim, apart from regular depreciation, that is 10 lakhs into 20%, 2 lakhs. Apart from regular, you can claim additional depreciation at the rate of 20%. Understand? So, how much you are going to claim for the year? Total 4 lakhs. How, sir? 20% for regular, additional depreciation 20%. Suppose my depreciation rate is 15%. My depreciation is, say, first 15, 20, 30, 40, 4 bucks. I purchase asset is 15%. No problem. Out of 10 lakhs, how much are you going to claim? 15%, 1 lakh 50. But the assets purchased by either manufacturing sector or power sector, then they can claim 15% on 10 lakhs, 1 lakh 50, plus 20% on 10 lakhs, because 20% is nothing but additional depreciation. Thereby, 10 lakhs into 20%, 2 lakhs, plus 1 lakh 50, total amount of depreciation 3 lakh 50,000. Your return on value 10 lakhs minus 3 lakh 50, 6 lakh 50 your WDV as on 1/4/2020. Any doubt? Okay. So this is why they are giving, central government they are giving, see, to encourage power sector, to encourage manufacturing sector. See, if you purchase new asset, purchase and install during the previous year, there are certain conditions. Listen carefully. Additional depreciation is not available in the following cases. Number 1, not available for assets like building or furniture. So you have to purchase either plant or machinery. Not available for assets like ship or aircraft. Should not be second-hand machinery. Very important. So I purchase the machinery, sir, but in case if it is second-hand machinery, sorry to say, you are not eligible additional depreciation. Of course, you are eligible depreciation, but as far as additional depreciation concerned, you are not eligible because you purchase second-hand machinery. So catch my point. Next one, machinery or plant used in any office premises or any residential premises. Say I purchase the machinery, sir, but see, instead of using the manufacturing unit, Okay, used in, okay, what you call register office. Used in office. Sorry to say, you cannot claim additional depreciation. So in order to claim additional depreciation, the asset must be put to use in either manufacturing sector or power sector. Next, office appliances or road transport vehicles, there is no additional depreciation. Machinery or plant where whole of the cost is allowed as deduction in 1 year, they are also not eligible for additional depreciation. Okay. Note, if the new machinery is put to use for less than 180 days, additional depreciation is allowed 10%, that is 15% of 20%. So what about say balance 10%? The balance 10% shall be allowed in the next year. That's all. So additional depreciation allowed every year on the new investment made. Very important. So each and every year you keep on investing. New asset purchase, you can claim additional depreciation. Any doubt? So this is for normal. Okay. Next, very important, special rate of additional depreciation. See, generally 20%. Okay. Apart from 20, special rate is given. Okay. To whom available? The assessee should set up an undertaking for manufacture or production of any article or thing on or after 1/4/2015. On or after 1/4/2015. If you start up a company, okay, on or after 1/4/2015, you are eligible. Sir, I am eligible, sir. Sorry, sir. You are in Chennai or any other place. See, central government has to notify. Okay, you start up anywhere, it is not available. Central government notifies certain state, certain area. From that area you start up, then you are eligible. For example, location, backward area, very important. Backward area notified by the central government. Okay, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, only 4 states. In the state of Andhra Pradesh, backward area, Bihar or Telangana or West Bengal. So Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Telangana, West Bengal, backward area notified by the central government. In such area, if start up, then special rate is 35%. Instead of 20%, you can claim special additional depreciation. That is, additional depreciation rate is not 20%, 35%. You check it out. Say, suppose your rate of depreciation, say normal rate 15%. Okay, you start up in a special area, specified backward area. Then normal 15 plus 35, you can claim almost 50% of your capital expenditure as depreciation. Okay, so if you start up in backward area, you will claim 35%. Condition: the assessee should acquire eligible machinery. During the period 1/4/2015 to 31/3/2020. Between these years, you are investing in backward area, then you can claim additional depreciation at the rate of 35%. Any doubt? So now we are discussing only provisions. Okay, sums next time we will do. No doubt. Quick. Now we are in last section. Okay, investment allowance under section 32AD for notified backward area. Important. Okay. Investment allowance under section 32AD for notified backward area. To whom available? Any assessee engaged in manufacturing activities. Amount of investment, any amount in eligible machinery. If you invest any amount, say 10 lakhs or 10 crores or 5 crores, any amount, if you invest eligible machinery, you can claim under section 32AD. Okay, when you are going to, the period very important, between 1/4/2015 to 31/3/2020, 5 years. Next, deduction under section 32AD, 15% of actual cost. 15% of actual cost is allowed as reduction. This is very important. Okay, this is very important. Once again, see, this is very important. They are allowed as 15% deduction under section 30 to 80, 15% of actual cost. Suppose your investment is say 100 lakhs. Say 100 lakhs, you are eligible 15 lakhs as deduction. Very, very important. This deduction is not reduced from your return value. This deduction is apart from separate deduction. Okay. Not apart depreciation, special depreciation totally different. Repeat, depreciation is section 32. Special depreciation, this is totally different. Okay, this is something but investment allowances. This is you can claim as income from business or profession. In income of business or profession, you can claim add disallowances less allowances, and allowances you can claim 15% of actual cost. Okay, next. Okay, again notified backward area. What is backward area? See, central government notified the state of Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Telangana, and West Bengal. Okay, these are the state in backward area. If you invest, you can claim 15% of actual cost. Another important other positions, assets not eligible. Second hand machinery, asset used in office premises, office appliances including computer and computer software, any vehicle, ship or aircraft, machinery where all of the cost is covered as deduction. This is nothing but we are discussing 32 what I call a special rate. Same, special depreciation, additional depreciation, same point. Lock and period, 5 years from the date of installation. See, if you purchase the eligible machinery, okay, minimum if you invest, lock in period is 5 years. Suppose say you invested in say 1/8/2016. So minimum 5 years, that is 1/8/2021 lock in period. Suppose in between time you remove the asset, then how much you claim deduction, it is taxable as business income. So within 5 years, within the period of 5 years, you remove the asset or you sold out, then what are the allowances? 15% you claim, no, that allowances, that amount deduction is treated as your business income. Okay, then important note, the investment allowance 15% under this section is in addition to the depreciation and additional depreciation. Further, very important point, note, further, the investment allowance should not be reduced to arrive at the return value of the current machinery. Should not be reduced to arrive at WDV. So, opening WDV, add additions less normal depreciation less special depreciation, additional depreciation, not special, additional depreciation. What about this allowances? It is not reduced from WDV. It is a separate deductions. You can claim income from business or profession. Okay. For this, we are concluding depreciation provisions. Next class, definitely I will do the problem. Okay. That's all.